I taught this live on Saturday. That was a 90-minute session. So obviously we're not doing it all, but I liked it, and it sort of it gives us an indication of sort of roughly where we're heading in December. So we're going to do parts of that just because it's different as well, something a bit different. So starting off on all fours. So we're going to do our scorpion usually on our hands and knees, and then lifting one leg up. Well, let me just take that off. Today we're going to do it from our elbows. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so starting off on all fours, knees, hip distance, hands, shoulder distance, and then where your hands are, just plonk your elbows down. So you're in this kind of modified Sphinx position. And then because we're going to be lifting one leg out of the way, we're going to do the right leg. So bring your left leg towards the middle of your body. So you're just shifting it across just so it becomes a little kickstand. So it gives you more balance. That's all it is, yeah? And then we're going to go with the right leg. So you're going to bend the right knee so the heel comes to the bottom. And you're going to lift the toes to the ceiling, so extending the hip, working the glute. Going to hit this high point, and then from there we're going to open the hip to the side. So it's your modified cobra. We've done this a few times. So opening the hips as far as you can, shin to the ceiling, wring that movement out, and then lower it back down. So you untwist first, so hip bones point back towards the floor, and then lower the knee. We're going to touch the knee and then drive the toes back up to the ceiling as far as you can. Open out at the hip. So twist, 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 twist. Keep pulling the heel to your bottom, untwist, and then lower the knee back down. And we're just going to add in that whole idea of pushing. Oh, wait, it's like I'm pushing forward with the arms to take my head between my upper arms. So same thing again, as you lift the leg up, drive back with the arms so the ears come between your upper arms. They might not quite get there, but you get the idea. I'm pushing back. Once you hit that high spot, open the hip to the side, close the hip back down, and as you lower the knee, your shoulders come back over your elbows. Yeah, so switch sides. So you're going to bring your right knee closer to the middle of your body. You're going to bend the left knee, so heel to butt, and you want to keep pulling your heel to your butt the whole time. Drive the toes up to the ceiling, so it's essentially just a donkey kick. From there, push back with the arms. So I say push back, it's push forward. I'm driving my body back, pushing forward with the arms. Then open the hips to the side. Hip bones point back towards the floor. The knee lowers and my body shifts forward slightly. So knee lifts, body shifts back. Open the hip to the side. Hip bones point back towards the floor. Shift forward as you drop the knee. One more like that. Drive the knee up, push the body back. Open the hip bones to the side. Shin parallel to the ceiling. Untwist and lower the knee back down and release out of that. And then we're going to come into our frog unload. So I'm turning sideways on just so I can get both knees on the mat, because you want to be not too wide, but wider than hip distance. And then big toes are together at the back. We've done this before. You take the arms out nice and long in front. Chest sinking towards the floor. And then from there, we're going to pull the floor towards us and round forward. So chin to chest, tail tucked. As the hips pass the knees, the feet lift. And you come out and let the hips come through and down. Last thing, lift the chest. And when you're here, squeeze the soles of the feet together, squeeze the glutes, and make sure you're pushing the floor away. So you're lifting the chest up. Everything nice and tight and supported. Nicely done. Perfect. All right, chin to chest. Back the same way we came, rounding all the way back. Same again, pull the floor towards you, chin tucked, tail tucked. Keep the tail tucked until the hips come through, and then lift the chin, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the feet, pull the heels to your butt, and then round it all the way back. One more, round it forward. Squeeze whatever you can. Feet, glutes, heels to butt, and then round it back. And from there, coming onto your bottom with your legs out in front of you. So this, we've not done this before. This is eventually it will be a single arm side push-up, right? So my legs are straight out in front, my feet are flexed, so toes pulling towards my shins, depending on the length of your arms. So the first one you might feel a bit icky, but then you'll work out where your arms need to be. But essentially you're going to twist to one side and plant the arms. And I would say, I don't know, I'm just slightly more than an arm's length away from me. So I'm having to really kind of twist to get that back arm down. And then I'm going to bend the elbows down towards the mat. They're going to stay off the floor. Twisting the legs so the side of the foot comes down, still flexed. The top leg is going to split away behind, and I'm going to side push up down to the floor. So I'm taking the front of my back shoulder and my ear towards the floor. They're not touching. And my top leg, I'm then going to bend it, a bit like the scorpion. I'm going to pull my heel to my butt. And you're really trying to pull that top leg back. Feels very similar to your pretzel. And then I push the floor away and come back to where I started from. Everything comes back to where it was, right? Not rocket science, it's just a lot to control all in one go. So same thing on the other side. You take your arms across. So I'm already kind of tilting onto one side. Side of the foot comes down, that's going to be your brake or your anchor. As I bend the elbows, a bit further away on this side, the top leg splits, front of the shoulder, ear towards the floor, bending that top leg, and then push the floor away, leg comes back through, I drop back down onto both sit bones, and we're good to go on the other side. Happy with that? Yeah? That one okay? Yeah, you'll look pretty good with that. So same thing, switch sides, down you go, push the floor away and come back to seated. Same on the other side, so just flowing from side to side. Let's see if you can make it flow a little bit so it's a bit more smooth. Remember the side of the foot coming down, but still flexing that bottom, definitely the bottom foot. The top foot, as you obviously bend it, it can point, or you can keep it flexed. They both have value. Going back up. Let's just do one more each side. And last one. And return. And then coming up onto all fours. So you guys already kind of have had experience of doing our under switches. Yeah, we've kind of sussed that. It's a twisting action to wring out your center. So instead of allowing the hand to lift, you can have 3 points of contact. So one foot and both hands. So it's going to be half an under switch. So if I demonstrate, you can be able to see it this way probably. So if I go left leg under switch, I'm going to keep my hands where they are. I'm going to start that action and twist my body around. I want this shin close to the ground, and I'm rotating through. If you look at it from the back, if I start and I go on this side, I'm putting this heel down to break, and then picking it back up to come back through. So it's just halfway. You'll feel it's a massive rotation. You can hear my breath as well. I've kind of, yeah, so it's planking, it's moving, but it's a big rotation for your rib cage. Yeah, so let's go left leg. We've got to pick a leg. So left foot comes up, pivot on your right foot, put the right heel down, and then just check, you know, your big toes kind of want to be almost touching. Shin as parallel to the floor as you can make it, but not touching. And then lift the right heel and pivot back through, and you can rest the knees down if you need to, like I do this morning. Right, and we do the other side. So right leg under switch or half under switch, left heel drops, and try to let my body twist through, looking back at my toes, shin parallel to the floor, pick up the heel and pivot back. Job's a good one. Yeah, surprisingly hard work, that, or is it just me who's weak and pathetic at the moment? It might just be me. Right, so we're going to go back to our scorpions. We're going to go one more round. We're just going to add on to each of those a little bit. So back to all fours. Put your elbows down. And then this time you want to move your elbows 2 inches closer to your body, or thereabouts, 2 or 3 inches. Just want to come a little bit closer. You'll find it then easier to do that pushback action, yeah? But we need the arms a little bit closer. Otherwise, we bring the left leg towards the center to give us that little bit of balance. Same thing, heel to butt on the right side. Drive the toes to the ceiling, pushing back with the arms, or pushing forward with the arms. Twist to open. And then this time, point your hip bones towards the floor again. And as you come back down with the leg is going to travel forward. You're going to straighten the elbows. The leg's going to come outside your right hand, and you're going to put the shin on the floor. So in this kind of long lunge position, yeah? Lift the chest, same as usual. Now going back, before you actually start to move the leg backwards, I want you to pick it up off the floor. So you're going to lift the thigh up your elbow as high as you can, and then start to go back. As the leg comes back through center, drop the elbows, toes to the ceiling, open the hip, push it back with the arms, or driving the body back, I should say. Point the hip bones to the floor. As the knee comes down, you straighten the elbows. The knee travels all the way forward. You control that movement and put the shin down. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Going back, lift the thigh as far up your arm as you can. Push back, drop the elbows, toes to the ceiling, twist to open. Hip bones to the floor, knee coming down, it travels forward, you straighten the arms, plonk the shin. Good. Lift the chest, lift the gaze, lift the shin up, and then come back to all fours. So we're starting again. So you can reorganize, get your knees parallel, then drop the elbows down, bring your right knee towards midline, left heel to butt, left toes to the sky, push back with the arms, open the hip bones to the side, hip bones to the floor, knee travels, elbows straighten, shin to the outside of the left hand, drop the hips through, lift the chest, going back, lift that leg up first, drop the elbows, toes to the sky, heels staying close to your butt, drive the body back, open to the side, hip bones point to the floor, leg travels, elbows straighten, shin to the outside of your hand, lift the chest, leg lifts as high as you can, push back, drop the elbows, toes to ceiling, push it back, open, hip bones to the floor, leg travels, arms straighten, all the way through, put the shin down with control, lift the chest. And we finish there, lift the leg up and push back to all fours. Okay, so our frog unload. So adding on to your frog unload. So instead of rounding forward and staying high, we're going to scoot along the floor. So same start position, all the same. This time, as you pull the floor towards you, your elbows are going to bend to the side, your nose is going to graze the floor, and you've got this push up at the end. But because your hips are down and your feet are lifted, it doesn't feel like a massive push up, right? It's not like lifting your entire body weight. So let's give it a bash. So sink your hips back towards your heels, big toes together. Everything's the same apart from how you get out there. So pull the floor towards you, bend the elbows to the side, nose skims the floor, chest parallel to the floor, and then push up into that extended position. So feet up, squeezing the feet, squeeze the glutes, pull the heels towards your butt. Everything's the same. We're going back the same way we did at the first one. So all you've got to do is round the spine back. Andrea, that's the next version. It's quite hard. Scooting the nose back along the floor is actually quite difficult. So we might get to that next week. All right, or tomorrow. Might do it tomorrow. So same thing again. Keep low. Elbows bend out to the side and up. So out to the side and up. Nose scoots along the floor. Heels up. And then push the floor away. Nice, good. round back. So lift your butt up, push the floor away to take it all the way back. One more time. Scoot the nose and push up. Wait, that's really good. I'm impressed with all of you. That's amazing. And you all did it at the same time. It's lovely. I was very happy as a teacher when everybody does it at the same time and makes it look pretty. Right, you can round back one. And sink the chest. Good, good. All right, let's go into our side push up. So exactly the same, except this time it's up to you. The next version is to just tent the fingers of this hand so it becomes more work for the back shoulder, right? I'm not a particular fan of that. My next version I like is to take the hand away as I take the leg away. So I'm not overly reaching with this, I'm just taking it sort of down towards my hip. So it becomes a one arm version. If that's too much for your shoulder, then by all means, have the tented fingers just there, just so you've got that little bit of extra support to come up out of the movement, right? So you've got two options, the hand coming away, which is what I'm gonna do, or you can even do the hand coming away and then think, I got down here, I can't get back out, tent the fingers and give yourself a little bit of a shove up, yeah? Whichever way, I'm gonna go at the right because I've done a few on that side. So my left, sorry, if I go at the right, my right hand's gonna come down, my left hand's gonna go away, thumb down. Otherwise it's the same. Side of the foot coming down, leg going back, ear in front of the shoulder close to the mat, and then pushing the floor away and coming back up. Good, same thing on the other side. Your choice, you could tent the fingers or single arm, and just reach the arm and just reach you past my thigh and push back up. And then same again, we're not changing it too much, just so hopefully we could get it to flow a little bit. You probably notice I'm keeping my legs straight on this one. They both have value, so I can reach the arm and the leg, or I can bend and take it that little bit further. Same on the other side. And coming back up. Let's just do one more each side. I don't know if you can see my elbow above my back. You probably can do. My elbow's kind of pointing up towards the ceiling more than anything else. I think of it like almost like a grasshopper leg, the back of my body. You all look pretty good, so I'm guessing you're all in the right place. And then come back up. Nicely done. All right, so the 3-point lift, we're just going to do one to each side. Stays exactly the same. You're just trying to rotate that little bit further. So now you've kind of got an idea of the movement. You just want to see if you can rotate any further. Drop your body a little bit closer to the ground. So again, if I was coming left leg under, hover the knees, left leg comes under, right heel drops to give me the break. And then I'm trying to get my body to twist around without bending my elbows, trying to get my body as close to the floor as I can get, and then coming back through. Choose a side, go for it. All right, so hips lift, not knees lift. I'm gonna go right leg under switch, twisting all the way through as far as I can go, and then pivoting back through, and then go one more on the other side. Pivot back through, and release the legs. Good. Okay, so we all know crab, we all know beast. Can we remember side kick through? Let's just have a play with side kick through. I'm going to put it into a little flow for you. So if you come to beast, knees in line with belly button, knees hovered. I'm going to go left leg side kick through. So left leg comes through, the right heel drops, big toes again. It's that halfway point. We've just done this, but now your right hand's off the floor. The left leg is going to kick in the same direction that your feet are pointing. And then your top elbow pulls back and up. Yes, good. And then pivot back through. And then we go again on the other side. So same thing. Start the movement. Heel drops, big toes are together. Kick through, elbow high. toes pointed, pivot back through to your start position. So just to give you, I'm kind of on an angle because my camera is, but if I am, my head is 12 and my feet are 6, the side kick is 3 and 9. So I'm going to go completely side on to you guys very quickly. Twist, heel comes down, big toes together. My feet should be pointing at 3 o'clock, leg points at 3 o'clock, hand pulls back at 9. Yeah, so it's that angle. So I'm working in a cross shape. It's dead easy to get it slightly out. If you work on thinking about cross and 90-degree angles, you'll kick and kind of pull in the right direction. Yeah. One each side, because then we're going to add it into a flow. Get off, cat. So same thing, knees hover. So think 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depending which way you're facing. And then we go left leg under, right heel drops, leg kicks out, elbow pulls back. Good, yep. Heel lifts to pivot back through to beast. And then we go again on the other side. So right leg under switch for me, and then side kick through. Pivot in back to the start. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get rid of the cat, bugger off cat. Struggling on my mat, steady, it's not easy to pivot on the mat. All right, so we know our under switches, yeah? How about a jumping under switch? Nicola's going. So we're gonna start in crab. Trust me, it's not difficult. Trust me, I'm a teacher. Here we go. So you've got your under switch. We go left leg under switch. So left leg lifts, right arm lifts, left leg goes under to beast, yeah? We've got that. Let's go right leg under switch back to crab. I'm just going to turn so I can see. So that's your under switch. Jumping under switch, you switch legs halfway through. Watch this, right? Left leg, under switch to beast, but the leg doesn't come down, it's still up. Switch legs, continue your under switch back through to crab. Make sense? So if your brain explodes, let's go left leg jumping under switch to crab, all right? So left leg lifts, we under switch to beast, keep the left leg off the floor, hop to switch, and then the right leg carries on through and you're back through to crab. Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier to get a flow going. All right, so I'm conscious of the time. Let's see if we can, let's just do it. So we're going to combine the under switches into side kick throughs, right? So we're going to start in crab. I'll call it out. And if we fail miserably and fall on the floor, it doesn't matter, does it? We're already on the floor. Right, come on. So starting off in crab. So we set crab. So we're going to go left leg jumping under switch into right side kick through. So left leg jumping under switch to right leg side kick through. We're going to go right leg jumping under switch to left leg side kick through. And then left leg jumping under switch all the way back over into crab. So left leg jumping under switch, keep going, keep going, keep going, and you finish up back in crab. Just turning around so I can see you all. Then we have to do it the other way. So right leg jumping under switch to left leg side kick through. Right leg jumping under switch, left leg side kick through. Good, left leg jumping under switch to right leg side kick through. And right leg jumping under switch all the way over, back to crab. Well done, amazing, good, good. All right, so let's come up to standing. Let's finish off with some lunge work. I feel like I've not done lunges for forever. Pull your pants up if you need to, or down as the case may be, all over the place. Right, let's go forward and back. Let's just do something kind of basic into a balance. So starting off, let's go right leg forward. So step forward to lunge, organize, find your lunge position. And then usual story, as straight down as we can. As you come back up, push off this front leg into balance. Nice and high with the front leg. And then we're going to step back to a long lunge position, and we lunge back up to balance, back out to lunge. And I'm just going to let you work through them in your own time. You don't need to keep time with me. So I have no problem powering off the back leg to come up into a balance, but I just don't have the oomph to come out of a front lunge without using my arms. And it's not that using your arms is wrong per se, but I want the oomph or the power really to come from my legs, not from my arms. Better. When you're ready, switch sides. So left leg stepping forward to start with. Again, just organize yourself, ease yourself into a lunge position. When you're ready, lunge down, step back to balance, and then stepping back, running out of space into your lunge, up into balance. So working you through. Break dancing. No balance on this side whatsoever. I also land like a baby elephant on this side. Try and land softly. And making this your last one, wherever you are in that movement. Oh, and release, give it a shake if you need to. We'll finish off with our pretzel, just got time. Go down onto your side. Top knee, bottom ankle, pull the bottom leg away and twist to open. Gently release and then switching sides. Same thing on the other side. Holding the ankle, pull that bottom leg back. And then rotating the body open. And then slowly release. Oh, and that's Tuesday. Done. How are we doing? Are we all okay? Yeah? Good. Stop the record.